Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel once again. I am Robert Storms, as always, in front of me for the very first time. I completely fucked that up. Excuse me, I am a little behind. But hey guys, guess what? I found a straggler hanging around. I was like, hey, what the fuck you doing? He's like, nothing. I'm like, you want to stream? He's like, yeah. And I'm like, all right. So he's gonna stream. So introducing Anzo. What's up?
This motherfucker called me a straggler. No, son, it ain't like that.
What I meant was like you were straggling along. Like, dude, you got to go with the joke, man. You got to go with the joke. We're gonna be talking about a lot of jokes today. What's up, Nindroid? How's it going? Nindroid in the house. Oh, I'll show people when we get a little more people in. We got 9 people watching already, 5 likes, so that's a positive. So I want to announce a couple things as we're going through the stream tonight. So as you guys probably know, like you see a different layout. I'm doing different things with the channel. I'm really trying to push the channel in a different direction. When you're trying to grow something, you have to make changes. People might not necessarily like the changes because changes are scary. You don't want to do changes. This channel, when I first created this channel used to talk about video games, movies, comic books, pop culture stuff. And when Black Panther hit, it went to strictly superhero stuff. And since Black Panther, and that was what, 2.5, 3 years ago, it's been nonstop superhero stuff since then. I'm burnt out on superhero stuff, guys. I'm like I know a lot of you guys message me like, hey, can you talk about the Will Poulter as Adam Warlock? Can you talk about something else, the Scream 5 trailer, which I did do reacting to that, DC fandom news, stuff like this. Look, here's the thing with the Will Poulter thing, and I mentioned it in last night's stream. Every video is the same thing. Whenever you talk about casting, this is all you can say. Will Poulter, he's a good actor. Let's see what happens. That's all you can say. How can I do a 5-minute video talking about Will Poulter? He's a damn good actor. You seen the movie Detroit with him and John Boyega? Those two were phenomenal in that movie. I can't do a 5-minute video on Will Poulter playing Adam Warlock. Okay, Adam Warlock, good character, important character. Should have been an Endgame. Wasn't. Will Poulter, good actor, playing a good character. That honestly, you go back and look at any of my videos, whenever there's a casting announcement, it's always the same thing. The only 2 that blew up for casting announcements on my channel was when Ben Affleck was cast as Batman, because I did have a lot to say about that because a lot of people automatically hated it, and when Robert Pattinson was cast as Batman. Anything else, the average person do not know who the fuck Will Poulter is. Okay, unless you watch We Are the Millers or there's seriously something wrong with my fucking chair. Like, it's not rolling for shit. Hold on a second.
Yeah, We Are the Millers. He did other stuff, and to be honest with you, I don't like it.
You don't like the casting? Well, he's gonna be under heavy makeup though.
I hope so, because I was just like,
he doesn't have the look, but I assume that he's gonna be all gold like he was in those characters were. They were all gold, so he's gonna be like all gold. So because when I first heard Will Poulter as Adam Warlock, I'm like, that's a very, very weird casting, right?
Yeah.
And then I thought about, I'm like, well, I'm gonna put a shitload of makeup on him. I mean, he's a good actor, so he wouldn't be my first choice. But then that just goes to Adam Driver as Adam Warlock would have been a fantastic one, Nindroid. Yeah, I was just like, okay, go with it. And that's really all you can say when it comes. And this is why I'm so burnt out on the superhero stuff, because everybody, when I do videos and I say, God, there's nothing to talk about, you have people like Poetic Gangster, Monster Paradise, and all these people. What are you talking about? There's a list of stuff to talk about. Those are all little topics that no one cares about. Those are topics that you can talk about for maybe 2 to 3 minutes, and then you move on. Like DC fandom coming up. What can I say? I speculate. All right, the Batman trailer is probably going to be good. That's all you can say. Until it comes out and we look at it, there's nothing to talk about. It's a non-topic topic, you know? So I did the the Superman video with being bisexual. That video blew up. I went up 50 subscribers. It has almost 9,000 views. And I was like, okay, so I'm going to talk about that. And then, it got good traction. So I did a stream about it. I believe you were on that stream. Or no, you were on the Storm of Nation stream about it. And then we did so on and so forth. And another thing that people were like talking about was, well, look at all this news, Rob. Oh, yeah, look, we got a lot. Mandalorian is starting to film. That's all you can say. There's nothing to say about it, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Will Poulter as Adam Warlock. Okay, that's all you can. These are all little stories. There's nothing to talk about in any of these stories, you
I
know.
agree.
And,
I
and
agree.
that's the thing, man. That's the thing.
And for those of you that ain't doing this, it's hard to go in there and search for content every day, especially when there's nothing absolutely going on, right? When there's nothing going on, you got to start trying to now make up topics. It takes a toll, man.
Yeah, I when I say there is no topics, I don't mean literally there is no topics. I
Mm-hmm.
mean there are no topics that I can have a decent discussion with, because my videos are discussions. I do my videos as if I'm talking to you in person and we discuss it. You know, the Superman video, I had a lot to say on that. That's why I did that video. But you
Mm-hmm.
go back and look at my Tim Drake video, it's just like, I don't care. Like he's
Mm-hmm.
by, they do it again. Like who cares? You know, it's the same thing with the casting. It's just a repeat video of something I've done a million times. And I want to get back to talking about video games. I love video games. I love movies. I love comic books. I like talking about all that stuff. When was the last time we actually had a great discussion on the latest video games on a live stream? We didn't.
Yeah.
Not since the Xbox One or Xbox Series X and the PS5 were getting ready to launch. We
Right.
haven't said nothing. But
Mm-hmm.
I want to show you this.
PS5.
No, it's white and black, but it's not a PS5. No, I went into GameStop and I was like, man, I'm gonna ask you a question. You're probably gonna say no. He's like, no, we don't have no PS5s. I'm like, I wasn't even looking for that shit. I'm like, you guys got the Metroid amiibos? He's like, no. I'm like, oh fuck it. So I was trying to walk away. He's like, but we got the OLEDs though. I'm like, and then I was like, how much trade in on the Switch? So I went home, grabbed 4 of my games in my Switch, traded in, got this for nothing.
What is that?
The OLED Switch.
Oh,
Yeah, this
oh,
is the
really?
OLED. Yeah, this is the OLED one.
Oh,
So I got it for nothing. Just traded my old Switch in and 4 games that I don't play that are easy to find in case I want to rebuy them. And I have over 200 games. What the fuck is 4 games? So
right.
I was like, dude, I wanted one. I'm like, finally got it. What's up, Nat?
Very nice. What's
Yeah.
up?
It was nice. It was a good day. Chilled at the house. Watched the Dave Chappelle show, which we're going to talk about. Dave Chappelle gave 0 fucks, people. 0. He is the Magic Johnson of coronavirus, dude. He had me laughing, bro. He had me laughing. So, dude, I was laughing so hard I got dizzy. I had to stop and go outside for a little bit. Like I was laughing so hard.
He's a
We got
genius.
30. Yeah, he is, dude. 37 people watching, only 11 likes. That's a
Come on, guys.
disgraceful number. There should be at least half of that. We should at least be at 20 likes by now. I will put Anzo's YouTube channel in the description box below, so just give me a second on that one. Also, God, you want to help support the channel? Best way to do so is super chat, because God knows I got rent coming up in a couple weeks. So that always helps out. So the Dave Chappelle, man, he's getting a lot of backlash, man. Getting a lot of backlash by this sensitive cancel culture bullshit that goes on in the world today, man. And I kind of want to talk about that, and then the special and all that great stuff.
Not a problem, man. I definitely agree with you. Backlash is trash. And I sit there and I say, when did fucking people become so sensitive to comedy?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, you know what? It's because he speaks facts in his comedies.
He does.
That's a big problem for people, bro.
It's fucking hilarious, bro. It really is. It's hilarious.
He was like, the baby can shoot N-word.
Yeah, and kill a guy, but you can't sit there and say something about an LBGT person and like you get fucked over. The one thing I thought was hilarious too was when he was talking about the transsexuals and all that, and he's like a woman gives birth. And I'm like, that's the fuck what we were talking about. Like we were talking about on our stream. That is the difference of this thing. And I'm trying to remember everything he said, because he unpacked a lot in there. He unpacked a lot of stuff. And it was all hilarious. It was all hilarious, you know.
Called him transphobic. He said they call him transphobic, so he rolled with it and said he's transphobic and stuff like that. And You know, I'm like, I don't ever see him as being transphobic. I just see him as trying to bring a light to situations, right? Because the main plot of everything was to show that, you know, you guys got your rights, they got their rights, they did it quicker. And he's like, hey, man, maybe Martin Luther King should have told the people to
Yeah,
go up in baby oil and booty shorts,
dude,
and we
that
would
shit
have been
was
free
hilarious.
100 years
He's
earlier.
like, I respect the hell out of them because they got that shit done quick. Like they're gonna get that
Right.
shit. I love the part where we talking about Kylie Jenner.
Mm-hmm.
And about like first year as a woman, she's woman of the year. It's like
Right.
the fuck, like
Yeah.
first year as a woman, like
Mm-hmm.
it's so true. And that's what I was talking about basically in my video about I don't know what the difference is between the left side and the right side. I don't know what they believe in or whatnot. I
Right.
guess the left side is the one that's all LGBT rights and all this stuff. I don't know. I stay out of that stupid shit.
Mm-hmm.
But the thing is, it's basically just one side trying to pat themselves on the back, going, oh, yeah, we gave her Woman of the Year because she took this massive step. Meanwhile, there are hard-working females out there that do a
Facts.
lot of shit to change the world for the better place. But because this dude got a sex change and he was married to Kim Kardashian's mom, this motherfucker's woman of the
Facts.
fucking year, right? There are fucking women who are doctors and scientists that are saving lives.
Mm-hmm.
And this dude that fucking got a synthetic pussy is Woman of the Year. What the fuck is going on with the world today? Can
It's
someone
crazy,
please
bro.
raise your fucking hand?
Makes no sense, bro. It makes no sense.
And I'm telling a lot of people this right now. The content on my channel is going to change drastically. If you think this is going to be strictly superhero stuff all the time, it's not going to be anymore because I can no longer sit there and just talk about stupid stuff like Will Poulter's Adam Warlock. Okay, it's like I need to talk about other stuff, man. I need to talk about
Mm-hmm.
stuff that's important. I need to talk about stuff that we can have conversations about. Chappelle said one thing, I forgot what the fuck it was, and then he said something, and then he's like, well, you know, dude, I
Oh,
started
yeah.
laughing my
Yeah.
ass
Yeah.
off.
Yeah. 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 When he said, oh my God, I was just thinking about the joke the other day too. Shit. I think was it the baby part? I think it was the baby part. He's like, you know where I'm going with this, right? He's
Yeah.
like, you know where I'm going with this. He says, it's okay to kill a nigga, but it's not okay to say anything about the gay community. And he's
Yeah,
absolutely right. He's correct.
dude,
I
he had
got
me. Oh, go ahead.
I got banned from Facebook for 3 days
Why? Because of that?
because I was trying to prove a point, right? So I put the N word on Facebook, right? I put it with the NA, it's still up, but when I put it with the
I was
ER,
wondering why you did that.
yeah,
I'd seen it. I was like, that's it. That's all he put. Like, is there a reason for it? And I didn't.
yeah, because when we were on the OOC, I was actually trying to test something out, right? Because I know I can write that N word with the A all over Facebook, nothing happens. But the minute I do the F word, which is derogatory for gays, you get banned right away.
Did you put
So
the F word?
no, I did that before. I wasn't gonna do that. I wanted to see if I would get banned for saying the N word, and I did get banned for saying
Dude,
the N word with the ER though.
that Clifford joke, the big. Oh, dude, I was on the ground. And then the part where he's like, fucking gays in the 80s, they were all like, dude, I
Yeah,
was just.
he was on point with it, bro.
And it was all funny. And the thing was, dude, I'm a white guy, right? He
Mm-hmm.
makes jokes about white people going, yeah, the people I really dislike, the white people. And I started laughing my ass. You
Mm-hmm.
got to realize it's entertainment. He
Right.
is making jokes.
Mm-hmm.
Like he does not come out. He doesn't come from there's a thing coming from a place of hate, like John Gruden
Right.
and Dave Chappelle, where everything has to be funny. If Dave Chappelle was racist, would he have taken pictures with all those white people at the end of the show when he had like all those black and white pictures of him with Bradley Cooper and all
Right.
this stuff? Because I know if I don't like somebody, I'm not gonna take time to take a picture with somebody.
Absolutely.
So like, is it? I don't know. People are just fucking
Way too
people
sensitive.
people are way too sensitive. I like how he's
Mm-hmm.
like, this is my last show. My last show for a while. Adam wrote me. I'm not even interested in reading it. I messaged Adam a few minutes ago. I'm like, hey, bro, thank you for checking up on me and seeing if I'm doing okay. You know, I've been really upset and really depressed for this past week, but I'm so glad that you took 5 minutes out of your time to message me, see if I was okay. But I'm glad you wrote something on Facebook about Squid Games, though. I'm like, I guess you're just too busy for me. And then he wrote something like, ouch. I don't know. I didn't reply. I don't care. The token black guy came in with a $5 super chat. By far the best stand-up to date. And the story about his trans friend. Also, did you notice the 2 white women in the audience all mad? There was one white woman I noticed. She was an older white woman, kind of chunky. Dude, she did not laugh through most of the shit. She was like, I noticed her. I noticed her. But I didn't notice the other one. Come on, guys. You guys got to smash that like button, bro. It's 45 people in here, only 15. That's 15% of you guys that hit the like button. I don't know. My math sucks. I don't know what the fuck it is. But a lot of you guys did not hit the like button.
That's right, guys. Hit the like button. You know what I mean? We're doing this to entertain you guys. I didn't notice the people in the chat, in the crowd, though. I didn't notice that when I was watching it. So
yeah, I barely noticed it, to be honest with you, because when you're watching him. You're not really watching,
right?
Everything.
But I could tell right away by the things he was saying that a lot of people weren't gonna like that shit. You know what I mean? A lot of people weren't gonna like the shit that he was saying, and it seems like every time he has a stand-up, he goes a little bit further. When he did Sticks and Stones, they tried to cancel him for that one, and now we did this one, and now they're trying to cancel him. It's just like, what's wrong with you guys and this cancel shit? People for making jokes.
They're too fucking sensitive about everything. They bitch about everything, bro. It's everything. Like, oh my fucking God, give it a fucking break, people. And they bitch about the wrong. You know, if they would put that bitching effort into other stuff, the world would be a much better place.
I agree.
You know,
I agree with you 100%.
I'm trying to think of what else was said. He said, I'm trying to go through it, but yeah, I think people they need to get a life, really, to be honest with you. These people they think, and I always go toward Hollywood for the main. I feel like everything that this shit evolved from comes from Hollywood, because they just have that we're better than you mentality, you know? Like they have that like I'm better than you, you know. So that's where I kind of feel like the LGBT stuff. And I say this all the time, guys. And I'm gonna be real with you 100%. I have a friend who had a sex change. Okay, when I was going through some stuff, that friend reached out, came to me, and talked to me. My friend had surgery. You know, he became a female. I don't hate him or her because of what happened. You know, I still consider that person a friend. If that person reaches out to me, I would reach out to them. You know, I don't care about your race, gender, sexuality, whatnot. It does not matter. But there comes a time where, you know, stop throwing it in our faces, you know?
Yeah.
Especially with our children. I love the comments in today's video where people are like, Rob, you're talking like you have a kid. I've dated people who have children. Believe it or not, that changes me. So I have a different perspective. I was no longer a single male going out, not caring about kids' thoughts or whatnot. Being with a woman for a year and being around her kid and watching that kid grow up, it changes you as a person, and you become more aware of what it's like to actually be a parent. And for that time, this is stuff the kids does not need to see.
I agree.
Token black guy threw a $2 super chat. Yeah, they are jokes, but they are facts too. That's what makes it even funnier. Was because he takes the facts and turn them into the jokes. And the funny thing, and the reason why the community's so pissed off is because they know it's fucking true. They know it's true.
Absolutely. 100%. You know what I mean? And that's the thing. If he was speaking facts or he was making his jokes and the shit he was talking wasn't facts, then they wouldn't say anything. But the fact that he's speaking the truth is what irks them.
Yeah.
That's what kills them.
The thing about the bathroom with the girl coming in with the dick,
that
happened to me at work.
Oh, really?
Today. Yeah. It didn't dawn on me at first. It didn't dawn on me. I went to the bathroom. I was in the handicap stall. I was coming out of the handicap stall, and a woman came in, and I said, "Ma'am, this is the men's bathroom." And she's like, "I know." And then she went to the urinal, and I just walked out. And it didn't dawn on me that what was happening until after I left. And I was like, oh shit, she probably had a dick,
Right.
But so the stuff he brought up in the special was very, very true. Nothing was really fabricated. And the thing with his friend, what's her name, Daphne, I don't know how much of that story is true. If she did kill herself or whatnot. I mean, I was getting emotional listening to him about it, but then even that he turned it into a joke. That just goes to show you, as a comedian, anything can be a joke if you use it correctly. But yeah, I was getting choked up about that. And I don't know, maybe he just made it all up, or maybe he fabricated like half that or not. I'm not.
No,
sure.
it's true. It's true because the family of Daphne came out to defend him. Right. So
really?
Yeah, what he said was true.
Dude, that shit was funny. It was like, I can't wait to see his daughter grow up so I can say, I met your father. I was like, dude, I was laughing my ass off. And that shit was funny. He kept going, I mean, she sucks. I seen her show.
Right.
He kept bringing that shit up.
And then when he's the person, hey, something about the carpets match the drapes.
I got hardwood floors.
I got hardwood floors.
He's like, damn, why did he say that in your show? Because it sucked. And I was laughing. Like it was great. He had a great British special, man. And the fucking I got the corona. He's like, I got the coronavirus shot, the Johnson & Johnson. He's like, the most Edward shots of the shots. Oh, dude. Which the Johnson & Johnson was the one I got too. So he's the Magic Johnson of coronavirus. It was hilarious. And I love when he made that. He's like, yeah, you know what you do when you go in quarantine, right? You spend 5 days just worrying wondering like how you're gonna get sick, and then you don't get sick. And that's exactly what happens. Right? Because I'm not saying the coronavirus didn't affect a lot of people. I know a lot of people that lost family members because of coronavirus, but I don't think it's as fucking serious as everybody's making it out to be, man. It's 100% serious, but it's no more dangerous than the flu, but I'm so happy he tackled that too.
I do agree with you, because if you go and look at the rate of survival and the rate of who's dying when they get it, like if you're a healthy male, you know what I mean, female or whatever, and you're 30, 40s, chances are you're going to survive.
Yeah. And a lot of times you have it and you don't even know you have it, just like he said.
Right.
If you're older, you have lung problems, or you're younger and you have lung problems, you have asthma, yeah, it affects you. But the same thing can be said with the flu. If you have underlying symptoms that can affect you and you get the flu, you could pass away from that. It's happened. But the whole thing, stopping the whole world and quarantine ourselves, we're almost 2 years into this shit already, and it still doesn't feel like you can't even go to a fucking movie without a damn vaccination. Like, what kind of shit is that?
Exactly. And I've been holding it off, you know what I mean? I've been trying to fight it and be like, I don't know if I'm going to get it and this and that. But for me, and this is the thing that I said on one of my streams earlier, right? I think it was in the OOC yesterday. It's like at one point when they opened up the theaters, right? They said no popcorn, no selling drinks, nothing. You had to sit in the theaters and you had to watch the movie with your mask on. So I'm like, if it was okay for then, why is it not okay now? Why can't you just tell the people who aren't vaccinated that you can't take your mask off?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
To just, if you're not vaccinated, what they should do, you remember, like, I don't think they do this now, but at restaurants they used to have like a smoking section and a non-smoking section.
Yeah.
Why can't you say, okay, if you're not vaccinated, you have to sit on this side of the theater.
Right.
If you're vaccinated, you have to sit on the right side of the theater. But that kills me, because you're now forcing people against their rights to get the shot or not get the shot. Right. And not only that, but you're taking money that you could be possibly losing as a business because you don't want to let vaccinated or unvaccinated people in there. You can easily say left side of the theater for non-vaccinated, right side over there. And you just keep your distance, because technically you only have to be 6 feet apart. Right. Well, in the theater, if you're sitting on different sides, you're what, 30, 40, 50 feet apart. So it's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. I look, I have the vaccination. And Anzo knows this full well, because we had this on Storm Nation. I fought against, I don't believe in the vaccination. Right. I fought against some geeky guy because I'm like, no, I do not want the vaccination. You can't make me. It's my right not to get it. The only reason why I ended up getting it was because I was constantly getting sick at work from wearing the mask, being inside a 30-degree cooler, and the hot air, cold air kept giving me throat problems. I still have throat problems because of it. And the doctor told me it was the mask. So I was like, all right, I'm just going to get vaccinated. But it's not something I believe in. And I really believe, I hope I'm wrong on here, but I feel like it's the world trying to force the vaccination because there's something inside that vaccination. I believe in conspiracies like that, whether it's microchipped or whatever. How do we know it? I mean, you're getting into movie plots at this point, but you get the vaccination and there's like a trigger
theories.
in there that they can just flip a button and kill everybody with a single, it's a conspiracy. But if you knew what was going on in the real world with the government, none of that I would put past them.
Yeah, I know. They used to do experiments on black people when it came to those kind of things, right? So definitely right. And that's one of the reasons why a lot of black people are skeptical of the government and skeptical to do these things, because we know what we've been through when it came to situations like this. That's not why I'm doing it, not doing it. I just don't want to. You know what I mean? I'm not that guy. That's the reason why. It's not because I'm anti-vax or anything like that. I just don't want to. And now when you start to try and force me to do it, that's when I even
push back even further.
Right. Exactly.
Yeah. It's like, well, why are you trying to force me into doing it? And the one thing, oh shit, I was thinking about this a second ago. Could you get to the conspiracies and all that stuff? There was a thought I had a good example I wanted to throw out. I can't fucking slip my mind now with it. But yeah,
it'll come back to you.
It'll come back to me a little bit later on. Fuck, man, I hate when that. Anyway, guys, we got 43 people watching. We're doing better with the likes. We got 34 likes, so let's go ahead and try to get up to 40 likes. So smash that like button if you haven't already done so. If you guys want to help support the channel in other ways, best way to do so is by sharing the stream, actually subscribing, and super chats help fund the channel. It helps me keep going with equipment and stuff. I do have Anzo's YouTube channel in the description box below, so be sure to go check him out. I hope I didn't piss Brittany off, because I haven't seen her in a while since that Superman video.
Why would you have pissed her off, though?
I don't know, because it's a very sensitive subject, and usually when people see different
takes on it,
then it turns people off. Because I mean, I lost a lot of people that were close to me during the Parasite video. So, and I'm not saying maybe Brittany's just busy, because she is a busy woman. I'm just saying, but yeah, maybe she'll pop around. We got Nindroid here, Grand Admiral Nindroid.
Yep. Nindroid's always on point. You know that, right? So
I believe Nindroid's got his cut coming out tomorrow night.
Oh, I seen it. It's good.
Oh, you seen it?
I was supposed to do a review for him, and yeah, I watched it. It's 4 hours. It's long though.
Yeah, if he thinks I'm gonna watch it all at once or right away, man, sorry, Nindroid. I barely have time for that.
Yeah, and we know how Rob's time is, right? He has no time, but yet he sits on his couch playing video games all day.
Well, I don't have a couch anymore. But hey, no, I had a very productive day today. I slept in today. I slept into 9:30, got up, went grocery shopping, bought all healthy food, bought some protein powder, so I started working out again. And then I came home, watched a Dave Chappelle special, got one last cheat meal in. I got a pizza. Then I got up, played Metroid for about an hour. Well, I did my video, then I played Metroid for an hour, and then I went and just kind of window shopping. That's when I came across the OLED Switch.
Did you stream it?
No, I was like, no, because I just uploaded a video, and I was like, if I start streaming now, everybody's gonna be drawn to that and not my video, and I want the video to do well first. So I was like, I'm just gonna sit, relax, sit back on my fold chair thing there and just play it on the big TV. And dude, it was great. I enjoyed playing it, man. I love that game.
Yeah,
I love that. Yeah, I really, really like that game.
People are saying it's hard.
It's fucking brutal, bro. Did you see that video I put with me dying a million times?
Oh, you did it? No, I didn't see it yet.
It's up. It's like 2 minutes long. It's like me just dying. I'm looking. Oh, okay, I see it now.
There you go. Yeah.
Let me get to the super chat first. So Evo threw in a $5 super chat. So, how do you gentlemen feel about anti-vaxxers who get sick and are currently clogging up our hospitals? Is that fair? Shouldn't they stay home? It's their right, bro. What do you want to say?
I'm definitely yeah, man. You have the right to do what you want to do. If you don't want to get it, you don't want to get it. But you have to face the consequences if you do get it. Just like me, I don't want to get it. If I get sick and consequences get, I have to deal with that at the end of the day, right? But people are going to be clogging up the hospitals anyways. You know what I mean? People are going to get, the people that are dying from this would most likely have died if they caught a pneumonia or the flu. You know what I mean? That's what it is.
The thing is with this, people, we act like a pandemic is new, right? Pandemics have existed since humankind, man, and our bodies will eventually adapt to it. I said this, I think, last year. It would be easier if we all just stop with the separation and stop with the mask and allow ourselves to start getting it, so our bodies can start being immune to it. And a lot of people thought I was crazy, but the same thing happens with the flu and all that. There's a reason why they say whatever doesn't kill you makes you stronger, because your body is going to evolve. And for people to sit there and say, well, comedians, facts, and all this stuff, and 7,000 U.S. citizens are dead, blah, blah, blah. Bro, do you know how many people die a day anyway? Like, stop watching the news. Like, seriously, guys. The news is there to put out headlines because they want to get views. Okay, go look at the way people died when that one flu came out. The shit, I had that flu. What the fuck was it called?
The swine flu.
Swine flu. Yeah, I had that, dude. I thought I was gonna die. That's how bad it was. Right? It happens. We move on and we adapt as humanity. Right? I'm not insensitive for people that did die. You guys know one of my best friends, Adam. Right? Phil Master Adam. You all know him on the show.
Right.
His uncle passed away from coronavirus last year. He was Adam was heartbroken. Right? We know that the deaths are real, but what we're saying is that it's really no more dangerous than something like the flu would be. But it's you're constantly seeing this stuff on the news and stuff. And for people that say, and again, I am vaccinated, for people to say the vaccination has no bad side effects, your facts that you are getting is from the media. Like, you don't know that for sure. You're just taking their words for it. These aren't facts that you know as a fact. You are hearing this from CNN and all the other news outlets, and you're taking it by their word. So anyway, we got a massive super chat coming in. We see some orange, man. If we can get some purple and red in here, it would make my day. Rome 87 comes in with a big $20 super chat. What's up? What's good, guys? Hope you guys are having a good night. Click that like button. Oh, very nice.
Please do.
Yes, please smash that like button. Also follow Anzo's YouTube channel in the description box below.
I'm trying to get this video out, bro. I'm trying to kind of convert it so I can. It's some cringy shit, bro. It is cringy. This dude's channel needs to be taken the fuck down. If I get that video, guys, out, watch it. I'm going to try and pop it up there today. It's an hour video where I respond to his video, bro. And he literally talks about fucking 15-year-old and 16-year-old girls. It is crazy. So I want to get that out there. I trashed the video, trying to get it out there. For some reason, it's not converting. I don't know why, but whatever. I'll figure it out. But back to another thing, right? Listen, we are not saying that the virus isn't serious. We're not saying that people haven't died from it, but check the numbers, check the survival rate. And you can go on the sites. They have the survival rates of each age bracket. And a healthy 30-year-old, the survival rate is 99.9%.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, it's very high. So the vaccine also doesn't stop you from catching the virus. It may stop you from getting as sick as right, but you still catch the virus. And this is what we're talking about. You can
still be a host. You can still be a carrier.
Right. You know what I mean? And I'm just like, I don't get it. If everybody else is getting vaccinated and they're safe, you know what I mean? Why are we still wearing masks?
Yeah, I was out last night at Disney Springs, and I couldn't even go in for dinner without having a mask on.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, but I'm vaccinated. It doesn't matter. I'm like,
Right.
so why the fuck did I get vaccinated if it doesn't matter? I still
Right.
got to wear a mask.
Right.
Well, so you're basically saying I took a chance and got this shot, and I still need a mask.
Still got to wear a mask. Like nothing's
Yeah.
changed. You got the
Like-
shot, and what's changed? Nothing.
Like the fuck?
It's the same thing here. Like you get the vaccination, and I still got to go in the supermarket and wear a mask. I'll be able to go to a movie theater, but I'll still got to wear my mask to get in.
That movie theater thing is just
It's
stupid.
dumb.
Yeah,
it is dumb. It is dumb.
It is just the dumbest fucking thing ever. I think I'm
Mhm.
having a heart attack, guys. My arm is going numb. I'm not having a heart attack. If I have a heart attack now, I'm gonna be super pissed.
If
My
dude
wife
have a
is-
heart attack on stream, I'll be like, oh god,
Dude,
damn it.
I am gonna die on my stream. Okay, I'm gonna as well just get that out there now. It's something that's actually gonna happen. Mr. C comes in with a $4.99 super chat. You can't force someone to put something into their bodies. They themselves are comfortable with. Period. Hashtag freedom of choice. So a couple weeks ago, I'm gonna tell this story. A couple weeks ago, I went back on the dating apps, and I met this girl, and we started hitting it off pretty decent. Our conversations flowed really well and whatnot. And that night, I was supposed to meet her for drinks. And she lived in Tampa, which is an hour from me. And I was like, all right, I'll come up there. I'm off today. We'll go out and get a drink or whatnot. And then I messaged her halfway through the day. I'm like, oh, where do you want me to meet you? And she never replied. A couple of days go by. She's like, I didn't mean to ghost you. I just went on your Facebook profile and found something I didn't want to know. And I'm like, fuck, what did I put on my Facebook profile? I put a lot of shit on there.
Right.
And she goes, you're vaccinated. And I'm like, so? And she's like, well, I just can't be around someone who's vaccinated, blah, 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 blah. So people take this shit like fucking serious, bro.
So wait, she didn't want to be around you because you were vaccinated, not because you weren't vaccinated?
Because I was vaccinated.
Wow.
And you know what I said? I said, well, bitch, you're crazy. No wonder you're still single. And I that was the end of that conversation. Which it's fine. It all worked out better for me in the end anyway. So
right. But that's crazy. You see, me, I know people who would say, oh, you're not vaccinated, I'm not gonna fuck with you. But for someone to say that you're vaccinated, well, that's crazy.
Yeah. Her reason was beyond her reason was so fucking stupid. Her reason was so many people died because they got vaccinated. I don't want to get attached to you and then you just die. I'm like, bitch, I'm gonna have a heart attack before I die of a fucking vaccination shot. Get the fuck out of here. But
yeah, it makes no sense.
Yeah, like I said, it turned out better for me in the long run anyway. Blind Eye threw a $5 super chat in. Up here in Ontario, you need a Vax Passport app with a verified QR code to access certain services starting next week. Please save me. Damn.
I'm in Montreal, Blind Eye, and they've been doing that already since September 1st. You know what I mean? You need to have that passport. So I know where you're coming from, and I know Ontario was going to do it too, and sooner or later, the rest of Canada is probably going to do it too. And it's like, how long do we have to go through this for? Like, am I going to have to use this forever? Like, is this going to be the new norm now?
It's starting to feel like the new norm, to be honest with you.
You know what I mean? And then I always said this too, right? So now let's say the numbers start to go up again. You know what they're going to do? Okay, so first is you can't go to social events, you can't go to movies, right? Or sit down in a restaurant and stuff like that. What's going to happen is numbers go up. Oh, sorry, excuse me. Ooh. Numbers go up. They're going to take away more and more things from us. And then we'll only be able to do essential stuff. You're not vaccinated, you can only go to essential store. They're just going to do that. And it's because we are sheep and we're following and then we're letting them do what they think is right. What you know what I mean? What they want to do. It's a way to show that we're sheep, man. I ain't no sheep.
Yeah. And to be, what the fuck was I going to say? Shit. There was something I was going to say. Oh man,
stop smoking that weed, bro.
Dude, I haven't smoked in I haven't smoked since Sunday, bro. Maybe I need to
that's
smoke.
why. Maybe that's why brain cells need to get that you know.
Smoking it, yeah.
Yeah, I need to be buzzing going on.
Yeah, I don't know what the fuck's going on with me, man. I'm like, you know what I was gonna say? Oh, what the fuck was I feel like I'm 50 years old now. Jesus, man. I don't know what the fuck's going on in my life right now.
It's all good, brother. It's all good. It's crazy though. This vaccination stuff, it brings out the worst in people because now there's the anti-vaxxers who are sitting there and they're like, oh, you shouldn't get vaccinated. And the vaccinated are out there saying, you guys need to be vaccinated. It's causing a divide. And that's an issue.
And the problem is we got enough of a divide in the world.
Right.
You know,
absolutely.
We got the LDGP, we got the cancel culture people, the Me Too people. Then we have the racism people.
Right.
Now we got the anti-vaxxer people. It's like, can we just? There's never gonna be world peace, man, because everybody's always gonna find something to bitch about. We got 48 people watching. We just crossed 42 likes.
Thank you,
come on, guys. Please smash the like button. I had a message Anzo earlier today, guys. I was like, Anzo, man, I was doing this video, and I'm like, all right, this is gonna be fire. And I'm like, I didn't realize I said it until I said it. So just letting you know, man, what's up? You know?
And I'm like, it's okay, bro. You can use the fire, and it's all good. It's all good.
It just slipped out because it flowed so easy. I'm like, all right, man, fuck, I'm gonna go with it. I'm not gonna edit it.
Now if I start watching more videos, and Rob's like, I'm going to bring the fire over, I'm like, hey, copyright infringement.
Yeah, I tried to say lit instead of fire, but for some reason, fire just came out, and I'm just
yeah.
All right, man, cool. I'm gonna
leave it.
I'm gonna go with it then. Yeah, so I don't even know what the fuck. After I get done with the stream, I got to do a video for tomorrow, and I have no idea what the fuck I'm going to do a video on.
Yeah, it's crazy, bro.
Yeah, it's just like, dude. And here's the thing, like when I talked about earlier about, you know, no one wants to talk about superhero stuff, or I don't want to talk about superhero stuff that much anymore, right? Andy Signore, you know, the guy who used to be in charge, you know, the guy who basically, you know, got the fucking Parasite thing going. Dude, he pretty much dropped stuff too. Like,
I know.
He's talking like Britney Spears stuff and whatnot.
Everything.
Dude, and he's getting thousands upon thousands of views right now because I was bringing in more views than him when he was talking about superhero stuff. And that's the thing. You know, you can only talk about, it's like if you eat the same thing every day, you're eventually going to get tired of it. You keep talking about the same thing every day. Like I miss talking about video games and talking about comic books and talking about real world, you know, stuff. Yeah. You know, you need to be able to do whatever you do for a conversation, you know?
That's why I do the OOC, bro, because I was looking like everything I was doing was comic book stuff. And I'm like, you know what? There's some real life shit that maybe should be discussed. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
With the experiences that I had and stuff like that, maybe I could help people out, maybe see things differently or just inspire them, you know what I mean? That are depressed or going through some stuff. So I was like, I want to do the OOC. So that's why. So
I was gonna so this is gonna sound really fucked up, but just go with my train of thought here. So I got a lot of backlash on that Superman video.
I know.
I actually got about 80% of it was actually all positive. I got a lot more support than negative. But I was gonna like do something to prove that I'm not homophobic. Like I was gonna get like a gay guy from work to come over or something, or do something like just to prove it. I was gonna put like an Eminem type thing on it.
Yeah, no, don't do that.
Yeah,
because it's like, hey, look, guys, I got a black friend over here. This is my black friend. No, don't do that.
Or I was gonna buy like this giant dildo and like deep throat that.
Don't do that either.
Don't do that either. Just
we had the banana that was good enough.
Dude, my throat's still hurting from that shit, man.
Then hey, now you'll be
ladies
more
out there.
You'll be more sympathetic. Yes, yeah, you'll be more sympathetic to the ladies.
Especially the girls that deep throat it, man. Because I'll tell you what. That was a challenge, man. That was a challenge. I was like, okay, man. That's like them people that are swallowing swords.
Right.
Like, you had to put that shit in the pit of your stomach, man.
They be deep throating and no gag reflex or nothing, bro. Hey.
Sucking dick is an art form. Oh, last night I was streaming and I literally spent like 30 minutes at the end of the stream talking about the proper way to eat pussy. I had to take the stream down because there's no way I can leave that up. There's no way I can leave that up, right? So I'm like,
but we know why you left it down. We know you had to take it down.
Well, I'm not about to get copyrighted for.
Nah, you have no idea what it means to eat pussy, bro.
Oh, dude,
that's why
I know how to eat pussy, bro. It's my favorite meal of the day. Just haven't had that meal in a while.
Ooh, I feel you.
It's fat free and good in calories too.
Oh, absolutely. 100%. And quenches your thirst when you do it right.
You're not wrong. And I mentioned that too. We're 2 likes away from hitting 45 likes.
Come on, guys.
We're 2 views away from hitting over 50 viewers. So come on, guys, smash that like button. Let's get up to 45 likes. Let's get up to 50 viewers. I do have the link to Anzo's channel in the description box below, as well as Nindroid is posting it throughout as well. I got to get to the Storm Nation. Ask Robert. I still got to figure out a video for tomorrow. I don't know what the fuck I was going to do. I was like, first impressions on the Switch OLED. It's the Switch with a bigger screen. That's my first impressions.
Is it that much different though?
It's a lot bigger.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't have my other Switch to compare it because I traded it in, but like it's much bigger. Like it's at least that much bigger all the way around than the regular Switch, and it's got this kick-ass stand.
Mm-hmm.
It's really nice. Because you know how your Switch has that black border around it?
Yes.
Basically, this screen goes all the way out. There is no black border around it.
Gotcha.
And okay. the blacks in it is like
really look clear.
Black. Yeah, it's sharper, clearer, brighter. The battery life is better. It's just overall a better looking console.
If I can train Maiden for one, I would do it.
You get $250 trade in for just the Switch, which isn't bad because I only paid $300 for my Switch, so I got like 75. Whoa, what happened? So I got like 75% of it back, and then I traded 4 games in, and it broke even. And I'm like, all right, well, I'm not gonna play Mario Odyssey. I already beat the game, so so whatever. I'm playing Metroid right now anyway.
Yeah, absolutely. I would do the same thing.
And then I got a job too while I was over there. He offered me a job because I started helping the customers out with game stuff. And he's like, "Oh man, what days do you work here? I'm gonna start coming back." And I'm like, "No, man, I don't work here." And the guy behind the counter was like, "Well, you can. We're hiring." Like this older guy came in, and there's no way this guy you would not think this guy plays video games. This guy looks like Danny. Right. And like you would not think this guy plays video games. He's like, "Man, is the new God of War out?" Yeah. I'm like, "No, man, that comes out next year." And he's like, "Oh, really?" I'm like, "Yeah, it comes out next year." He's like, "Well, I really want to try a new game, man. What about Last of Us 2?" I'm like, "No, you don't want to play Last of Us 2." I'm like, "What type of games are you in?" He's like, "I like Devil May Cry, I like God of War, I like Uncharted." I'm like, "All right, have you ever played Bayonetta?" And he's like, "No." He's like, "What is it?" I'm like, "It's basically Devil May Cry, but with a hot chick. You're fighting angels and demons and shit." So I go over there and I show it to him. He's like, "All right, that's cool." And I'm like, "Well, have you played Horizon Zero Dawn?" I'm like, "That's a lot like God of War and Uncharted, you know?" And I ended up, I don't even work there. I ended up selling him Horizon Zero Dawn and Bayonetta. And he's like, "What days you work, man? You seem really knowledgeable about this stuff." I'm like, "Oh, I just do YouTube. I'm into stuff like this, you know." And the guy behind the desk was like, "Well, we're hiring." I'm like, "Well, I have a busy schedule." He's like, "We can work around your schedule." I'm like, "All right, fuck, I'll fly tonight."
Oh, really? So you're gonna do it?
Yeah, I'm gonna apply. I'm gonna work on Wednesdays and Thursdays at GameStop for a couple hours during the day. Why not, man? I need to get back up on my feet financially.
Yeah, man, do what you got to do. I'm like, yeah, man, if that's the case, why not?
Yeah, as long as I'm off, as long as I'm off in the afternoons, because GameStop don't open at 10 o'clock, so I get to sleep in. I'll get up. It's right across the street. Go there, talk about video games, sell some stuff, come back. I'm like, all right, man, cool. Extra job. I'll have 3 jobs.
As long as you know what you're doing, you know what I mean? And you know it's not going to stress you out to go in there and work a few hours. Yeah, absolutely.
And the dude that was working there didn't know shit about video games, bro. Because these customers, this one Puerto Rican chick came in, dude. She was, oh. And I went up to her. I'm like, "Ma'am, you need some help?" And she's like, "I'm looking for a protective screen for the OLED." I'm like, "Oh yeah." And she's like, "Does this one work?" I'm like, "No, ma'am. Unfortunately, we don't carry. I don't even work there." And I'm like, "Man, we don't carry the OLED case yet. The console just came out. You're gonna have to go like on Amazon or something. This one you can use on yours, but it's not gonna fill the entire screen, so you're gonna be a risk." I'm like, "But the OLED does have like this protective film across it to prevent any scratches, so you should be safe for a little while." It's like, "Thank you so much." And the guy behind the counter was like, "Dude, I don't know any of this shit." I'm like, "Dude, why are you working at GameStop?" He's like, "It's a job." I'm like, "Bro, that's like working at a comic shop and not knowing shit about comics."
For real. It makes no sense. You know, that's what I'm saying. That's why sometimes when you have these jobs and you have people that don't know what they're doing, you need to start hiring people that know a little bit about video games.
Yeah. He said, I'm a PC gamer. I'm like, okay, but you need to know at least a little bit about everything.
I agree. I
Hold on, let
agree
me go check my phone.
100%.
Cover for me.
No
Cover for
problem.
me.
I got it. I got it. What up, people? What up, people? I'm glad you guys came to pop in. See, I can't see how many likes or dislikes we have. I should ask them how many dislikes we have because, on a Rob stream, you get dislikes right before the damn stream even starts, right? But but if you're just coming in, hit that like button, man, and show us
And
that
rent
you
is due.
you enjoying
So throw in super chats, yeah. Rent's due.
That is correct. Rent is due. So in them super chats. Little $1, $2 here and there, it all adds up. We ain't picky.
Exactly, man.
We
Do
ain't
like the
picky.
Nindroid classic dollar. Like I don't mind being your stripper. I mean, I do. I'm not gonna strip, but
You remember?
what's that? What? Oh,
He was like, "You're not gonna do it." Like, I hope not, but he would if you guys asked him to. That's the problem. So let's not. All right, guys. Go.
I hear some crackling on your side. I don't know if it's my headphones or your mic.
Oh, do you?
Yeah, it's like a little bit of crackling. I don't know which side's coming on. I just bought these headphones. It better not be these fucking headphones.
All right. Let me know if you guys. Yeah, let me know if you guys hear it from me too.
Yeah, let me know if you hear crackling on those sides, so I know if it's my headphones or my equipment. Nindroid, classic Nindroid, throwing $1 super chat in. Thank you so much for the super
Go
chat.
on,
Appreciate
Android.
you.
Always appreciate Android. Facts.
Grand Admiral Nindroid. Classic Nindroid. And there's 4-hour Star Wars cut tomorrow.
Yep.
I'm gonna have to watch that in like sections of 10.
How you gonna watch it? You gonna go on StreamYard and watch it with him though, like I did?
Oh, he's not putting it on YouTube?
Did he just? Oh, I don't know.
I don't know how he's gonna distribute it, but I'm gonna have to watch it in sections. So he's gonna have to. I don't know how he's gonna do it, but there's no way I can say I can't even watch the Snyder Cut, let alone watch a 4-hour Star Wars movie.
Yeah,
my time is limited as fuck. You might as well just break that bitch up in 10-minute episodes.
Or hours, break it up in an hour so that you can
hours, man. I can't sit around for an hour.
Don't lie.
You guys don't think I'm busy, but I am busy. Like it's 9 o'clock, right? I gotta be up at 7. I still gotta do my laundry, do my video for tomorrow. It's just like fuck, and I still don't know what the fuck I'm talking about. That makes it worse.
Mm-hmm. No, I get it. You got things to do. I get it, But I just remember being on stream with you the other day where you said now you got all the time in the world, and now all of a sudden you don't got time. So you need to make up your mind. Either you have the time or you don't have the time.
I do have the time. There's Brittany. I guess she's not mad at me. What's up, Britt?
What's up, Brittany?
I mean, I do have time, but I don't have time. If that makes any sense at all.
No.
It's sort of like the Snyder Cut. Like I have time, but just not for the Snyder Cut.
No, because you would sit there and watch fucking The Last Dance over and over again, which has like 6, 7 episodes?
No, it has 8 episodes. No, it's 10. It's 10 episodes. I believe
10 episodes. There you go.
Hour long each.
There you go.
But to be fair, I haven't watched it in a few months. I actually need to start rewatching it. It's been a while.
Nah, I think it's something you can skip for a while.
Oh, I love it though. I love it.
It's good. It's definitely good. I mean, I haven't watched it again, but there's also some other documentaries on there. Oh, you should watch the one about the college basketball players that threw the game, bro. It's called Bad Sport. Watch that one.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, it's crazy. It's crazy. This dude was like top in college, number 1. And then he was gambling. They caught him, and they were like, okay, you're going to save some games, save some points. He was like, yeah, but I still like to win. He's like, no problem. You can still win. You know what I mean? You can still win the games. We just need you not to win by so much. And they made a mistake and gave him $20K, right? And they gave him 2 games. He said, I'll do 2 games. So him and his boy, he got his boy in. They did the 2 games. They spent the money, and guess what happened? They called them up and was like, hey, man, we got this game coming up. What are you guys thinking, And yeah, man, you put money in these college dudes' hand, and he never made the NBA.
Wow. I want to talk to you about something sports related, but let me get to the super chat. Didn't enjoy
Cool.
to a $10 super chat. Anzo, tell Rob I give Akbar a great send off. It's a
He
trap.
did. He did.
Did he have him do the holdo thing? Was he the one that did it?
Mm-hmm.
How did it look good? Did it look like he
Yeah.
actually did it?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Hey,
Mm-hmm.
send me that scene. I want to see that one scene. Send me that scene. So Anzo, let's turn the spectrum. Like we're gonna turn the conversation over. We're still gonna talk about like the race and stuff like that. But what did you think of the what's it called, the John Gruden stuff?
Oh, ooh, I get it. Cringy, fucked up, racist. But is John Gruden really the only one that's actually?
That's my biggest problem with it, right? I kind of said that in today's video, is that he should have been fired. I agree with that. He should have been fired. They let him resign, whatever. He should have been fired. But I feel like, and I believe, who said it? I think Shannon and Skip said it, that he was a scapegoat as a cover up for a much bigger conspiracy. You know, just like when these guys who are involved with sex trafficking or whatnot, and they hang them before trial or not, so they can't spill the beans. I feel like that was the thing. I feel like Roger Cordell and everybody that have these emails, right? Because when you see this happen, you know what I started thinking about? Well, why was Eric Bieniemy not a coach? Because these owners think that way, right? Why are these less qualified white assistant coaches promoted to head coaches when these black coaches that have just as good a track record, if not better, is not getting it? Because they all think like John Gruden. Shannon said the same thing. You talk a certain way with one group of friends, and you talk a different way with another group of friends, right? Like, so like the way I talk with Adam isn't the way I would talk with somebody else, right? So if John Gruden is saying this through emails, then whoever he's talking to talks the same way he does. Otherwise,
that's what I was just about to say.
Yeah. So I honestly think it's a much bigger conspiracy, especially since the owner of the Raiders said today he has no comment. Ask the NFL, because I agree with. I can't believe I'm going to say this. I agree with Stephen A. Smith. That tells me that he would have kept Gruden. He would never fired him. You know, because he said no comments. The NFL, they used him as a scapegoat to cover up a much larger conspiracy that I feel the NFL is hiding. Because then you start thinking about the Kaepernick stuff, you start thinking about the Eric Bieniemy stuff, and then you're like, oh, this is an inner circle
of good old boys,
with old school mentality, and John Gruden should have been fired 100%, but he was the scapegoat and figurehead to put all the blame on. You see this all the time, and whether it be in wars and politics, you know, one person will take all the blame as a cover up for a much bigger problem, and the NFL doesn't want to disclose any of the emails. So yeah, it's
and you know why? Because it goes both ways. And I was sitting there, I'm like, okay, so John Gruden was having this conversation with the owner of the Washington Redskins, right? But what was he saying? Because you can't tell me he wasn't saying stuff back. You know what I mean? Yeah, Gruden, I agree with you. Yeah, man, we can't have these ends doing that, or we shouldn't have. You know what I mean? Because, like you said, it's a two-way conversation. So, where's his emails? Why don't we see what he had to say? No, because they want to get John Gruden for whatever reason, they needed a scapegoat, and it was him.
Yep, it happens all the time, man. It happens way more than people think. And hold on, Nindroid just sent me the Akbar thing. Hold on.
Cool.
No, I'm gonna watch this real quick. Give me a second. I'm gonna mute my mic.
And that's exactly what I'm saying, though. You know what I mean? So at the end of the day, and I watch I had him on one of my streams one time. His name is Uche. He's a YouTuber, right? Used to play for the Jacksonville Jaguars, lineman. And he did a reaction to it, and he literally said, "Yeah, man, that crew of owners, they are the good old boys. They are the good old boys. That's what they're called, the good old boys. And they think a certain way. This is why Colin Kaepernick never had a job since that shit happening."
They're just trying to pull out attention.
Yeah. I agree with you, and that's the thing. And Jerry Jones, you know, basically being what Jerry Jones says, like he's staying in and out of both things. But
yes,
You know, you know how Jerry Jones is. He doesn't care. He just cares about his money. But I
Mm-hmm.
believe in. I honestly believe that the Raiders owner and a lot of the owners feel that way, and you start to piece all the puzzles together. And I honestly, and it was the Washington Post that
Right.
posted this shit. I don't know if you ever seen that movie with Tom Hanks called The
Mm-hmm.
Post, where they revealed all that stuff with the uh with the war, right? Like all the stuff that was
Mm-hmm.
going on in the war and stuff. Yeah, they're down for like legit shit. And then you see
Mm-hmm.
you know, that one movie with um Mark Ruffalo and all that with the
Oh,
churches and
right.
the
Yeah,
molest
yeah.
like
Mm-hmm.
well like this wasn't an NFL investigation. This wasn't Sports Center. This was the fucking Washington Post and New York Times, man.
Right.
There's a lot going on behind the scenes that they did not want people to see.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. Absolutely. And they probably got whiffed of it, right? And said, hey, you got your two owners. This is what they're saying. NFL was like, okay, you know what? This is gonna come out, but just 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 do Gruden, you know what I mean? Because like you said, there has to be a two-way conversation. I'm not gonna speak to Rob about hating white people if Rob don't hate white people. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It
And
just doesn't
I
make
do. I
sense.
fucking hate white people. Fucking
There you go.
crackers,
Yeah, we've
crackers.
had the conversation many
Yeah,
times.
fuck crackers, man. I be saying that shit all the time at work. I be like, fuck crackers. People are like, you know, you're white, right? I'm like, only on the outside.
And below the waist.
And below the waist. Well, below the waist, I'm more like a 2-year-old, but
Eesh. Too much info.
too much info. Too much.
But at the end of the day, like we said, there's a lot of racism in the ownership of football, right? You don't have any black owners, you know what I mean? And it's yeah, I don't put it past, like, let's say 80% of the owners think this way.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
If that.
Yeah, it's one of those exclusive clubs, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Like they don't want you in, you know? Only certain
Exactly.
people can be in.
Especially
So
if you ain't in the right color. They definitely don't want you in.
yeah. Just real quick, guys, throw it in the 10-minute warning in because I still got to do my video for tomorrow and my laundry and stuff like that and get ready to go to work tomorrow and join. Yes. But anyway, guys, 10-minute warning. We got 43 people watching. We're 3 likes away from hitting 50 likes, so please smash the like button. You guys want to help support the channel, please do me a big favor. Support the channel by hitting the like button, subscribe,
Mm-hmm.
super chats help fund the channel as always. And I got Anzo's YouTube channel in the description box below, so be sure to check that out. So
Yeah.
yeah,
What do you guys do when you click that like button, man? It helps out with the algorithm. You know what I mean?
helps out with the fucking algorithm.
Like I see streams like when they have like let's say like 4,000 people watching and fresh and fit whatever. They
Yeah.
actually stop the stream. They stop it. Hey, you guys, we don't have enough likes, and they'll start talking other shit until they get those likes up. It's
Yeah.
crazy, you know what I mean? Because it helps out with the algorithm. It gets you seen more. So
Yeah. Yeah. I stopped watching Fresh and Fit, bro.
me too.
I stopped. I watched the Abdu and whatever the hell their name is.
Abba and preach.
Yeah, Abdul, what the fuck? But yeah, I watch them every now and then, man. But I'm still subscribed to Fresh and Fit. I just don't watch their content. I kind of lost all respect for them after that shit started coming out.
Yeah, me too.
You know,
Me
they
too.
like you're sitting there telling the girl like, "Oh, you can be on the show, but you gotta fuck, man." You know, like all this,
Right.
like get out of here, man. Like,
Right.
come on,
Right.
bro.
You're using your fucking platform to get
Yeah,
pussy,
yeah,
and then you're sitting there trying to tell guys, no, guys, this is how you do it. You don't do this, and you're
yeah,
brown nosing. You're doing the same thing. I've stopped
yeah.
watching them too. Frauds. But did you ever see the one where the dude came in to the studio and Marin pulled out his gun?
No,
Oh yeah, bro.
no.
One of their former employees, he came to the studio, man, and Myron and them said the door was open, right? They were like, "Oh, the door was locked. The door was locked," but it wasn't locked. The guy shows his video. He opens the door, but he walks in. They start cursing each other, and you can see Myron in the background, and he has his gun on his hand, and he's like, "Don't come in here, man! Don't come in here, man! You don't know what's gonna happen." It was like, wow, these guys, it's crazy. It's some fucked up shit.
Yeah.
But
Yeah. Oh,
They're trash.
we got a super. Yeah, I don't like them guys.
Yeah,
Big Osho threw a $1.99 super chat. Did you guys see Injustice God movie? Anzo did. I have not seen it yet.
I seen it. I didn't think it was that bad. A lot of people that I seen or that I spoke to, they didn't really like it too much, but I didn't think it was that bad. It's like it's not really true to the comic or the game. So, and me not really knowing the comic or I didn't even play the game, so I was like, yeah, it's not bad.
The game is good. The second one's better. The comic is really the best. Like the comic's better than the game. I haven't seen the movie. It just because it's one of those things where I just don't have time to see the movie.
We know
Because I don't think it's been officially released yet. I believe you watched it on Onzo Vision.
I did.
Yeah, I was at Walmart earlier today and Target, and I didn't see it at either. So, I don't know, man. I just haven't been in the mood to really watch anything, if that makes any sense, man.
No, it
It's
does.
just, it's like normally when I have free time to watch stuff, it's normally Sports Center or Skip and Shannon, on Undisputed. That's usually what I watch. I stopped watching Campy. I stopped watching all that stuff. Just I'm kind of focused on sports until football season's over, and then I'll probably get back into everything else. So,
Which we are missing a game right now.
oh fuck, I forgot it's Thursday. Who's playing? Oh, Tampa. Oh, so 5-minute warning. 5-minute warning.
They're playing Philly though, so they're gonna smoke them.
They're gonna win, man.
Yeah.
Dude, so Belichick doesn't look like he's that good of a coach, man. I'm just telling you. I'm believing what Skip's been saying this entire time. You look at Belichick's record before Brady. You look at Belichick's record after Brady. It's starting to look like it's Brady. And we got two big super chats coming in at the same time. The first one coming from my boy Big Osho. It should have been on HBO. It should have been an HBO Max series. There was way too much story to tell for a 2-hour movie. Also, can you guys send me some subs my way? Hey, I mean, I can send a shout out to you, but I can't necessarily mean that they're gonna go to get subs. I mean, dude, I'm trying to get subs, right? I'm sitting here trying to grind and make a little bit of money just so I can pay my rent at the end of the month. So, Big Osho guys,
sub to his channel, man.
Yeah, feel free to throw the link in the comment box, man. Hey, whenever I start to get things around again, and you get your equipment, because he wanted to come on the show a couple times, and I'm like, once you get your equipment, I'll let you on the show.
There you go.
But yeah,
the next super chat is really one I did not want to talk about.
Alex Jones. Oh, hell yeah, bro. Alex Jones threw a $4.99 super chat in. Did y'all see the Bills versus Chiefs game last Saturday? Did I see the Bills versus Chiefs game last Saturday? Chiefs really got spanked. The thing is, and this is gonna be real with you guys. I've told everybody when everybody was saying that Mahomes was the GOAT, I'm like, how can you sit there and say someone who just got into the league is the greatest of all time? By definition, greatest of all time tells you can't be the GOAT if you just got there, right? And you can't be the greatest of all time if the greatest of all time is still fucking playing. And not only that, I really truly believe Tampa found the blueprint on how to beat Mahomes, and every other team took notice of that and paid attention to that. And Buffalo is a much better team than people give it credit for, because we should be 5-0 right now. Let's be real. We should be 5-0 right now. Dude, how good is Pittsburgh right now? Let's be honest. Be honest, dude. I know they're.
Hey, they were good enough to beat the Bills. That's all.
That was week 1, bro. Week 1.
That's fine. I'm good with it,
dude. Josh Allen, dude. For a white boy, that boy can run, man. I'm telling you what. Like, he does some crazy shit.
I'll just say this. I have Patrick Mahomes in my fantasy league, and I watched this guy do like jack shit in this game. I was fucking pissed, right? I knew that the Buffalo Bills are a good team. Like, I know that, right? I know that they've been getting better the past couple of years, and now they're getting into their own, right? But Patrick Mahomes made some mistakes that I've never seen him make. And then when I'm looking at the team, all he already has is Tyreek Hill and Kelsey. That's it. So it's going to be hard for them to repeat again. And especially when I see the Rams playing at the level they're playing at, it's going to be hard for them, man.
Yeah. Big Osho threw a $1.99 super chat. You should still see 007. I still need to see it. I've seen it already. I saw it. Tuesday.
Yeah.
Tuesday, I watched it. Phenomenal movie. It is.
I've seen it already. It's pretty good.
The more I think about it, the higher is going up on my Daniel Craig Bond list, to be honest with you. I really enjoy the ending. I really enjoy how they wrapped everything up. Daniel Craig is my favorite Bond.
Really?
Yeah, he's my favorite Bond.
Yeah. Oh yeah, because you said you only started watching.
I started Bond with Casino Royale, so of course I have a biased opinion of it. Yeah, the rest of them. I mean, there's some good ones, but I'm attached to that because that was my first Bond, and I really enjoyed that movie.
Yeah,
Ninja through a $5 super chat. Steelers are bad now. Still a hardcore fan. What do you think of Rob of the clip? Took a while to get there, dude. That clip was fantastic. It flowed naturally, bro. I was watching while Anzo was talking. It flew naturally. Good job on that clip. That's what Ryan Johnson should have done on that thing, man. Ninja or Niners threw in a $5 super chat, man. All these fucking super chats coming in now. I say 5-minute warning. Everybody starts throwing them in.
You know,
Niners threw in a $4 super chat. Your thoughts on John Gruden's situation, Rob Nonzo? Well, you're about like 20 minutes late. I mean, we can re-talk about this. We talked about this before. I can only speak for myself. I can't speak for Anzo. I believe he should have been fired 100%. I don't think there's any place. I was never a John Gruden fan. Even when he won the Super Bowl with Tampa, I'm like, well, that's Tony Dungy's team.
Facts.
Yeah, it's just I did not. John Gruden should have been fired, but I do feel like he was a scapegoat to a much bigger situation.
There is definite.
Yeah,
sorry.
A much bigger situation. I think there's a lot of racism going on inside the circle of the rich white men that own the NFL. And I think they're like, okay, we had to get rid of somebody. Here's Gruden, who should have been gotten fired in the first place. But I think that they actually kind of like, here, focus on him. Don't focus on the real problem. Like it was a cover-up type thing. You know, your thoughts on it, Anzo, real quick.
Yeah, like I was saying, I'm with you on that. He definitely should be fired. Some of the things he said and did are inappropriate, but like you said, there's a bigger issue on that, right? A lot of these owners are Trump supporters. A lot of these owners don't really like us. You know what I mean? It's like, hey, you can go out and play for us and we can pay you, but you guys can never be in the good old boys club. You can never be an owner. You can never be this or that. And there is an issue with it, hands down. And I don't think John Gruden's the only one. There's more.
Yeah, absolutely. Big Ojo said, no 007 discussion video. I am shocked. There's a reason for the no 007 video. Okay, so on Monday, it was Monday or Sunday. It was the last Storms Live I did with Basco and Danny. And it was 007. I believe it was Monday or Sunday night. 007 takes out Venom. We did nothing in the view department. I made $15 in super chats that night, and I only got like 30 views. So it was obvious to me that nobody was really interested in a 007 discussion. Not only that, I also had a subscriber who I haven't seen since. I guess I scared him off. Threw in a $20 super chat and spoiled. Well, okay, he threw a $20 super chat, so obviously I made more than $15 that night. I'm just, throwing it out there. I think we made like $25, $30. I'm not entirely sure. But then he threw a $20 super chat in and spoiled the ending for me. So when I went and saw the movie, I knew what was going to happen at the end. So of course that took some. I mean, I still cried like a little bitch. But I had that spoiled for me. So by the lack of super chats and the lack of because you guys don't understand, the more you interact tells me what you guys want me to talk about. So if you guys interact with the Superman bisexual video, I'm going to talk more about that type of stuff. If I do a 007 video and you're not
interested or engaging
in it, yeah. Because right now we're talking about Dave Chappelle, but we talked about a lot of different things. But right now we're sitting at 53 likes with a decent amount of super chats. So that tells me that the conversation flew very well. So it all comes down to the analytics. And that's one reason why I'm changing a lot of the stuff in the channel, because I'm paying attention more to the analytics and what to make the channel grow. Because at the end of the day, I love doing this, but it is a business. I do use this to pay my bills, and I have to. And talking about 007, no one's going to really care about. That's also another reason why I didn't do a review. And if I'm going to be completely honest, that is something I would have wanted to do with just me and Adam. And Adam doesn't have no room in his life for me right now. So that's something else that kind of stung and reason why I didn't want to do it. Yeah, my violin, my cheese and wine. Last super chat, and then we're gonna go ahead and go. Big O show threw a $1.99 super chat in. I watched that stream. Well, I appreciate you watching, man. I do. I mean, we have people that constantly watch. You know, we have our regulars here, and I appreciate you guys all the
Facts.
time. But as a businessman and a content creator, we like people like me, people like Anzo, people like Danny. We appreciate the repeat viewers. We do. You guys are our stone. You guys are our crutch. But in order to build, we need to expand.
Right.
And we can't just keep relying on some geeky guy to throw in a super chat, Nindroid to throw in his dollar super chat. We have to be able to expand, and we have to reach different audiences. And that's just sort of the way it goes, man. But again, Big O Show, I appreciate all the love and support. I wish you luck on your channel. Feel free to put your link in there. And with that, we're going to go ahead and Niners threw another super chat in. Hold on. Niners threw a $2 super chat. Do you remember when Denver and the Last Diner you remember Denver, the Last Dinosaur, and Snorks? Yes, I do. I actually watched Denver, the Last Dinosaur a lot. Denver, the Last Dinosaur. He's our
no idea what
you're
talking about.
More. It was a cartoon from the 80s. And with that said, guys, we're going to go ahead and end it for tonight. I want to thank you guys for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed the new layout of the channel. Be sure to leave your comments in the comment box below. Hit the like button. Subscribe if you're not already a subscriber. I do have the link to Anzo's YouTube channel in the description box below. And until next time, guys, as always, I am Robert Storms. That's our opinion.